Dude, I have no idea. Can I just climb on the ice or something? Oh, wait. Alright. I'm just gonna hope that Aloy just reaches out to wherever she wants to go. I thought I scanned the area, but maybe I didn't.
I might be able to glide to that ledge.
Alright. And then where do we go from here? There we go. It feels like sometimes the climbable spots just don't pop up. And it kind of throws me off.
Some of those rocks look loose. I think I can clear them. Ah, another shaft. Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
Well, let's go around here first. Make sure we don't miss anything.
Looks like some kind of dome. Wonder what it's for.
I don't know. It seems like there's a whole lot of nothing except for here. I could have just jumped over the railing. I think I could. But I wanted to see if there was anything else. Unfortunately, there wasn't. What?
System core penetrated.
Anything around here? No. Okay.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Aloy, cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery will cease.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Laurel, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus. I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
No, she said she created a network, and now I'm gonna assume that.
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead. I'm going to poke around a bit.
All right. I don't know. I feel like Silence is gonna try to hack into our
This
network.
was supposed to be the lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look.
Fabrication terminal. All right. Plowhorn override. An acquisition machine that plows the soil before sowing fertilizer and seeds. It leaves a trail of fast-growing plants and a cloud of dust that can be used for stealth. Not enough resources. Oh, great.
Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss.
All right. Well,
Looks like an office.
Correct. This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
That's too bad.
and how big is this facility gonna be? Oh, is this a bathroom? Nice.
What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for control center operatives.
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
Yeah, kind of. Although, actually, I don't know which place was nicer. I kind of like the
Hey, Gaia?
natural
Why
look
doesn't
of
this
the.
door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality to part of this facility. In time, that may change.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia did, with the help of machines. So this place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow? He sabotaged things. It wasn't supposed to be this way.
It looks like plants could grow here.
Getting ideas?
Perhaps. All this space. And no one was ever here. Why?
It's, a long story.
Go on, Aloy. Don't worry about me. Go on, Aloy.
Okay.
Don't worry about me.
This
Through that
seems
door is a
locked.
trail that leads towards Plainsong.
What?
So I could head back east if I need to, once we're done here.
Correct.
Well, that's cool. Oh gosh.
Oh, I've been down here before. It's where I first got into the facility.
Oh yeah, this place.
What's all this stuff for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system. This is where it would have been stored.
Looks like some kind of storage room.
Aloy, you have now visited all accessible rooms of the facility.
Well, I'm glad she told me that because I wasn't sure how much of the place I would have to explore, but nope, we're done. Cool. So we're probably gonna have to spend quite a bit of time here, you know, working on upgrades and stuff eventually. Kind of like a safe house type area.
Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I
I'll
agree.
leave you to it.
Can't wait to sit here for another hour and just talking about whatever.
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first. We're not gonna be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Well, that's just great. You see, that just tells me, alright, you're gonna go over here, get this, and then you have to bring it back, and then you're gonna have to go back to the other place, probably somewhere near there, and get the other subordinate function, bring it back here, and then it sounds like a really big fetch quest. I mean, luckily it makes a little bit of sense, but I don't know. Let's see about the strangers.
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy. The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
Okay, so what's so far away and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Sirius? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship.
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless...
It was destroyed?
I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
Okay. So, if I understood that correctly, Gaia thinks that these strangers were on the Odyssey, or they're descendants of the people that were on the Odyssey. And the mission was actually a success. They made it to the planet they were heading towards. They were able to, survive there. And they made it look like the mission failed by probably destroying the Odyssey or whatever. And they did that so that they could have that new planet all to themselves, maybe? That's what I'm getting out of it. And now they're coming back here to destroy the Earth so that nobody can follow them and overpopulate their planet, I guess. I don't know. But that's what it sounds like to me. Which is kind of weird. But I was also kind of thinking that when we first saw the strangers, the way they appeared with like the bright light behind them and they're like walking from the bright light, it kind of looked like something you would see in some sort of like alien movie where, you know, the first time aliens step off of a ship, there's always like a bright light behind them or something. So I'm like, I wonder if these are aliens, and I guess they are. I told you this is gonna be like an hour of just listening to Gaia. Okay.
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that, if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power, until she could take control of Hephaestus, and then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere, to their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction, instead of salvation. Well, this is not good.
Uh-huh. So I was kind of right. If I understood that correctly. So they wanted to get a Gaia backup from here, bring it back to their planet, and then they will basically wipe out all of life there, and then they'll create their own life. So they want to be, they kind of want to be like gods themselves and create their version of perfect life. I don't know, that sounds kind of that sounds bad.
You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. They were able to build a better ship that travels faster, and they found out how to travel at pretty significant fractions of the speed of light.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. Perhaps a way can be found to defeat their shielding.
Yeah, I hope so. Or I'm not gonna be winning fights against them anytime soon.
You know, I used to have a armor set that was like that in the first game. I mean, it wasn't the same, but It was pretty close. It had an energy shield, and it wasn't permanent, but it would absorb a lot of damage. I miss that armor.
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so.
I don't know, when we saw the clone, she looked, she didn't look like she wanted to be doing whatever she was doing. But they have some sort of power over her, and I don't know what that is. Maybe this version has like a family over there, and they're threatening her family, or... I don't know. I don't know anything about that other clone, but they obviously have something that they can use to force her to do whatever whatever they want. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure when we saw her, you know, trying to access the thing and everything, she didn't want to do that. She was a bit hesitant. Kind of like, she had that expression where it's like, do I really have to do this? So, I definitely don't think she wants to be doing whatever it is that they're trying to do.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
I see. Very, very smart, Gaia.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
I'm wondering if, like, Silence is gonna have some involvement with all this. I mean, obviously he does, because, you know, he had something to do with Hades and all that stuff. But I'm wondering if he's like a descendant of the Zeniths and he came here I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
Alright. I wasn't paying attention. What is ether?
All 3 ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere.
Okay.
Poseidon controls Demeter. If all they would but beware. In human terms.
Like Minerva.
Exact.
I just wanted to see what that was about.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
Alright. She was saying Pharaoh is narcissistic and impulsive and all that stuff. Sounds like pretty much every CEO of every big company that makes like, you know, billions, trillions of dollars a year. So, yeah, Ted Faro sucks.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me, rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
Alright, that makes sense.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
Wait, there's more? Oh, jeez. Wait, didn't I already go through this?
So if the descendants came to... I guess we can assume that their technology...
Yes. As your encounter, they appear to make extended.
Yeah, we went through this.
Yeah, no kidding.
Throughout his every defensive tech, for example, assuming no
So there's...
always.
Alright, I don't know why that was highlighted again, but whatever.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
Alright. You know, I like that they use Greek god names to, describe what each of these functions are. Like, it makes it easier for me to understand, but I'm pretty familiar with Greek mythology, so I don't know, but you know, I like it. It seems like there's a lot of games that just like to use Greek mythology for names and explaining things, so I don't know. At least it helps make this game more. It helps make more sense in this game. It would be really weird if they just gave all of these functions like random names. Then it's like, okay. It'd be a lot harder for me to memorize, but with the Greek god names, it definitely makes it easier. and allows me to understand better.
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case, you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory, Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
Oh, I have to make that choice now? Oh, look, they gave me the levels. That's cool. I guess we'll just go in order. We'll just go with Ether. So that's cool. We're going to be going to Las Vegas, and then I'm assuming San Francisco because, you know, I've seen the Golden Gate Bridge in the background of a lot of images, so yeah. But we'll go to Ether first. Like she said, it's closer. Even though it's in the middle of Tanakh territory, I don't really care. You know, so what if they have an inclination towards violence? So do I.
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Ooh, I got a trophy for that. Learn more about characters from Aloy's journey. Navigate to the character bio section in your notebook. Okay. Well, I think that is all for here. What was this thing over here?
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome.
What?
I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them, use it to reconnect them, and restore the display.
Another thing to go find.
Error. Data missing.
Okay. So I don't think I have anything, so I don't really need to worry about that right now.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
Nope, we've already talked to her about everything, so
I'll be off.
we'll just go. Just head on out of here.
I need to bring Ether back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I could head back east first. Check on how Plainsong's doing after the attack.
Yeah, let's take a look in here. See what kind of side quests we have. I am also only level 16, which means I'm under leveled slightly. So maybe I should go back and maybe turn some stuff in. The heck is this? Where did I get this? Maybe I got it from that cauldron? I have no idea. Oh, I also have 12 skill points. Holy crap, okay. So we've got a lot of information from that. I said it was going to take an hour of, talking to Gaia, but it was only like, what was it, 35 minutes? Yeah, something like that. So not quite an hour, but still a long time. Alright, I'm not gonna really read that. So now... Now I don't know. Because... I kind of want to go back to Plainsong, but... I don't know, I should be able to just go wherever I want, right? Even if I go out this way.
Sure.
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
What's going on here? Can I talk to them? No?
I need to head further west. To, get more of Gaia's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. And Gaia can help get you up to speed. I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like... training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Bring him here. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now, and like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
While you're at it, stop by Stone's Echo and look for Milu. Give her a message for Talana that I found a way over the mountains.
Will do.
Are you going with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it. When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
The Tenakth clanlands. Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's subfunctions. And who knows what else.
Alright. So
Wonder how much
that
silk
is
can pile up.
it for that main quest. Now we have a bunch of others just opening up. Holy crap. Oh look, I'm level 17. Alright. So let's take a look at the map. We have the base here, we have a bunch of unknown stuff. I could go back to Plainsong. Probably should. Because we have to go all the way over here, and there's probably a bunch of quests I have. Alright, so those are the things. We have... What the heck is this? Oh, that's way up there. Whoops. And I don't know what else. What the heck is this one? All the way over here. Well, I could go do that as well. Alright. I think... Oh, there's a campfire right here. Well, that's good. I'll go grab that. Just so I can, you know... fast travel back there. Because why not? Why is it red? What the heck is going on here?
You! Let me take a look at you, stranger.
Okay.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
You're the outlander who stood against Regala and her rebels.
Only if it means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the marshals. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tenakth. But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the clanlands. I hear and see many things as a scout. I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sounds like the Tenakth could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
Let's go ahead and sell some of our junk. What do you have? A shock bolt blaster. Okay. And a frostbite warrior bow. Cool. And then we have this. Alright. And you're telling me I can't...
Don't let the pretty landscapes fool you. It's
Oh,
deadly.
I can save here. Alright. So, yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. You know, we learned a whole bunch of stuff, so let's go ahead and let that sink in. You know, try to process all that stuff. But yeah, we learned a lot. We have an idea of what we're going to be doing throughout this game. And it seems like we have a main villain or main villains in this game, so that's good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if good is the right word to use, but we have something. But we got Gaia up and running. It looks like we're building a little army, kind of, with a bunch of focuses and stuff. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go through the skill point stuff, you know, on my own. I'll look at that, and then I'll try to figure out what we're gonna do next. But for now, it's time to take a break. And when we come back next time, we will either keep heading west, or we will go back to Plainsong and see what's going on there. Maybe do a couple side quests and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will talk to you all later.